Hello, Big Brother fans and Traitors fans in this case. It is me, Mike, aka BB Gossip. Today is, right now, it is Friday, January 9th. Very early in the morning when I'm recording this. And I am just getting out of Chicago on my way home. And I'm talking very loudly because I know this is recording through my car's microphone, and so it's not going to be the best audio quality, but don't worry, it won't be that long of a podcast either. First of all, yes, I am following up from those of you that know, my Traitors premiere party. Those of you that don't know, I was at a Traitors premiere party late Thursday night or Thursday night. And I am on my way home from that. And I thought I would give you what will be a very brief update on what went on. And I will tell you this, I will not spoil anything to do with the show, in part because I didn't see much of the show for reasons that will be apparent shortly. Nothing bad. So this was something that I found out about middle of December on an Instagram post from Johnny Fairplay of Survivor fame, that he was doing a Traitors viewing party with Reilly in Chicago. And there were tickets available. And it was limited to 30 people. So it's like, okay, 30 people. The ticket prices weren't crazy when you consider it's going to be 30 people, when I'm going to be in the same room with Reilly and Johnny Fairplay, both of whom I've never met. And so I signed up for it and got the tickets, and invited my sister to go with me because she's from the Chicago area and is a Big Brother and a Survivor fan and a Traitors fan. So we showed up tonight at the appointed time, at the appointed place, and it was kind of a private party room in a building in Chicago. And I mean, it was, as it turned out, there was a couple of people I knew that were going to be there that I know from Blue Sky, just a couple of fellow fans. But when we walked in, it turned out that one of the people that was helping coordinate it is someone that I met at the Rob Has a Podcast party that I went to a couple of years ago. And she remembered me and I remembered her. And so that made it really easy, right? I knew one of the people running it, and her husband was assisting as well. And I don't think it'll be okay. I don't think it'll be a problem if I say, Angela and Kevin were the names of the two people that were kind of coordinating it. So, I don't know time-wise, I wasn't looking. There was no set schedule. It turned out that it was kind of like they're going to turn the show on eventually, and you can watch it if you want. You can hang around here, whatever you want to do. And Rachel was spending time watching it. Johnny Fairplay was watching a lot of it, and a lot of us were just standing around talking, and just I didn't need to see it live tonight. I know the basic gist of what happens, but I'm going to watch it as soon as I listen to it while I'm done talking to you on this, and then I'll be doing a podcast with somebody else later today where I'll talk about it some more. But it was just a really cool event. There were a lot of people was there for the first time they'd ever done an event like this, and they all seemed to have a really good time. All these people are really good people. My sister had gone to a Survivor thing with me, but she didn't go to the party afterwards, which is what this kind of was. This was more of like a party atmosphere or a socializing, stand around talking thing. And so she had a great time, got to meet people. And by the way, there were more people, specifically Big Brother people there, that weren't listed because they weren't guaranteed to show up. They were just invited. So the first person that showed up, who was the first one that showed up? Let's see. Jessica from Big Brother 21. she's from Chicago, so she's in the area and she's friends with people. And so she was there, and I met her at the Rob Has a Podcast thing, and so I got to talk to her again. I finally got a picture with her, which I didn't get last time, but we talked quite a bit off and on during the night. I mean, there's only 30 people. You're going to talk to people, and she is just by the way, every one of these people is great. They're just good people. They really are. I just can't tell you. I said it time and time again. If you get a chance to go to something like this, you should go to something like this because you'll get to meet people, and all the fans are fun too, right? So Jessica was there, and Johnny Fairplay showed up. He was somewhere else, but then he showed up, and I talked to him. He did remember. I don't know if he remembered me because we both used to talk on a radio show, but he knew he was a huge fan of the radio show, but bigger involved with the radio show than I ever was, and so that gave us something in common to talk about. And so had good conversations with Johnny Fairplay. He is definitely a character, definitely. He is a showman, and he knows what's going on, which is actually kind of blends well with Rachel, who's also a very much a show person, right? She is all about putting on a good show and being reactive with the fans and being good. He was just good. But I think Rachel's getting ready to do a movie, and some of you probably know this, but so she was getting ready to do that. So she was doing other things, getting ready for that. Plus, I think she had some commitments because of her affiliation with Traitors to do some stuff online. So she didn't show up till a little bit later. And when I say a little bit, I mean like half an hour after I got there. Right? Another person that showed up though was Matt Hoffman, who was on Big Brother with Rachel, right? Yes. And she was on with Rachel. Of course she was. Or he was. And so he was there and got to talk to him. And this is a little, I still don't believe it's accurate, but he's like, oh my gosh, BB Gossip, I know you. Let me take your picture. Can I get a picture with you? And he says, I'm sending this to McCree and to Ian. And I'm like thinking, really? And he said he was. I don't know. But he was great. He was fun to talk to. We talked several times off and on during the night. And just a cool guy. I mean, the guy is exactly like he was on the show. So, awesome guy. It was cool, very cool to meet him. And then I think Rachel came in at that point, but she was obviously, everyone wanted to see Rachel talk with Rachel, and so I just kind of hung back. I eventually did talk with Rachel. The long and the short of it with Rachel is we exchanged a few words. I got a picture with her. She was great. I talked to her, I gave her updates on something that was going on the show that we were watching because it was kind of hard to hear at times. Because she was very involved in posting on it and stuff. So, but she was there. She was very great with everybody that she talked to. Had a blast. I didn't have any big long discourse with her, but she was awesome. And but after she came in shortly afterwards, in walked someone, and I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure this guy was on Big Brother. But there was a chance it could have been a Survivor person, right? I wasn't sure. Well, no, it was a Big Brother person. And it was someone that was there because Rachel was there because they were also on the show with Rachel. And it was Keith from Big Brother 13. And so, I mean, there's a name I didn't expect to be telling you guys tonight. That I met Keith, got a picture with him from Big Brother 13. And he was great. And he's a Traitors fan. And we talked for quite a while. Because of something we were talking about, I said I could get him the information, and so he gave me his phone number. So I have Keith from Big Brother 13's phone number. I just want you guys to know that, all right? I got his phone number. Very cool. He's in education. He's a school principal. So that's cool. I didn't even know that. I don't know if you guys knew that. I hope it's okay that I say that. I think it is. But yeah. Keith was very cool, very cordial. I'm just telling you, man, these things are always so fun. So that's all. That's the who's who of that was there, along with people that I knew off of Blue Sky, Sarah and Mare were two Blue Sky people that told me they were going to be there, and I met both of them. I got pictures of both of them. I met a bunch of other people that either knew me or I got introduced myself to. Some are on Blue Sky, some aren't, but we talked about different things and just cool people. I don't think any of them are going to hear this, so I'm not going to try to name a bunch of names. But it was so cool. It was so cool. Such a good time. Yes, we watched the Traitors. I watched it off and on. I think I know the first two people that got out. I'll leave it at that. I don't even know for sure. I gotta watch it, guys. I gotta watch it before I do my podcast later today with for Traitors. So I will say this: at one point, somebody came. There was a one room where people were watching it that was kind of a theater room, and there was another room where it was an open room where everybody could see it. But the theater room was like 15 minutes ahead of the other room, and a person came out of the theater room and said, "You're not gonna like it. Like, you're not gonna like who gets voted out first." Just because when they said that, I thought, okay, this means someone who's not a real housewife, probably. It was like, well, if it's somebody I'm not going to like that goes, it's going to be somebody I like. So I was kind of a little bit apprehensive. And sure enough, the very first person to go, I will spoil it that much and say the very first person to go, well, that sucks. And you can take that any way you want. It's just like, no, man. So we'll see. Just prepare yourself. There was a secret traitor. I don't think the secret traitor was revealed in the first 3 episodes, but I don't even know yet for sure. I gotta watch it. It was done slightly differently than it was done on UK, the way they got a secret traitor. And again, I need to watch it, and I'm trying not to spoil too much about it anyways. But I'm fired up for it, ready to go. So cool to meet people on this trip to Chicago. I look forward to going back to Chicago again to meet people. It's a very small community of Big Brother reality TV fans in Chicago for some reason. It just is. So if you hear of an event, you should check it out. And yes, good time was had by all. My throat is starting to hurt, so I'm going to stop talking, sign off. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being fans. And you guys have a great rest of your day whenever I talk to you. I don't know when I'm going to do another one right now, but at least I got this at least partially down, recorded for posterity. So, yep, that's it. I'm done. Thanks again. We'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.